Hello guys, this is Mohammed Sadiq. In this video tutorial, we are going to debug our Spring MVC application for jQuery and for front end debugging. So we have learned debug in last video tutorial. So in this video tutorial, we are debugging front end debugging for jQuery. So first of all, run your application. And check the where is code, debugging code. We have to do, we can find debugging, debugging or jQuery code or JavaScript code in our JSP page. Here is a JSP page. Here we can find the code. This is a code for some submit button. We can see here. Application started. This is a submit button, and this is a submit button action. And whenever it is fired or clicked, this Ajax query called save or update. This is a post and save or update and get the result and name data, and it is a response. On the response, it alert the message and load again method. This is a delete method. Whenever this is pressed, and this is delete method. Okay, this is a edit button, this, and there is a edit, that's the edit function. Load, this is load function. So now we are going to debug these things as a front end. So let's go. At the front end, you can debug this like this. Press F12 or just go your inspect element, then go to the source code, and the source code where is index page. Okay, in the index page you can find JavaScript code. Here is a JavaScript code. In the JavaScript code you can debug the things, and this is this panel also here. And watch, this is watch, just you can watch all the expressions. This is called stack and breakpoints, whatever you can find here. And if you want to find if there is a large project, in the large project there are a lot of JavaScript files, and you can find JavaScript files here. Go to the files and you can find the list of JavaScript files here. Okay, here is a single file, index page. In index page we can find JavaScript code or jQuery code. So we can add breakpoint here in jQuery. Double click on the number. This is a breaking point. Whenever I press the breaking point, you can find here the breakpoint page on page line number 29. Okay, so we are gonna debug, and whenever we can, there is another thing. We can add debugging here, debugging point, or we can just write in the code, or just debugger, put the debugger keyword. Okay, after debugging the debugger keyword, you can find debugger. Here is a debugger. Whenever it runs, it will stop or pause here. It will pause the flow of execution here. Okay, let's try. Write ABC, the email, any you want, then press. We know that this function is for this button, submit. Press this one, then now you can see here this catch, this code, the execution of flow here on debugger keyword. Okay, it means this also work like breakpoint. This is pause in debugger. This is a resume script execution, or you can press F8, or this is a step over the next function call or the next line to the code. Okay, now we can resume here. Then this is added now here in the code. So this debugger, we can remove this and check again. It will not be paused there. Okay, something name and any email. We can see that there isn't any keyword debugger or breaking point here. So submit here. There isn't any pause or on line or pause on any breaking point is also saved. Okay, if you want break here like keyword debugger keyword, add the breakpoint here and press again submit button. Sorry, refresh it first and press here on the Ajax and put something here and email any you want, put there. It is paused here on breaking point on line number 28. So this is a flow. You can find a lot of code and what the variables you want. Now step over, go to the step over. This is also panel for debugging. This is resume script execution. This is step next or step over. Okay, this is step over and step into and step out of current function. Okay, this is a deactive breakpoints. If you I'm pressing this, all the breaking point will be activated, or I'm just deactivating, or you can pause on execution or exception. Sorry, exception. Whenever you got your exception in the code, you can pause on that line of number. Just pause on code on the just pause on code exception. Okay, now I have paused on the line or line number to add. Then try to go the next line. Okay, this gone to the jQuery internal page. Okay, now if you want the response, you want to check the response of success function, you put the breaking point here in the alert message. Before alert message, it will paused. Okay, on submit button, not on refresh. Just you can also put the breaking point on refresh line, or you can see that this is a load function. Whenever we refresh our page, it will always load here. Now refresh, just refresh your page. It loaded and paused. Okay, and while paused, we can here see the response. What the response is come from the server side. This is the array. Okay, we know that in our last video we saw on server side the list of objects which were sent by server to the client here. Okay, in the response we can see that this is an email and user ID and username in the list. Okay, this is the data that has nothing now yet. This response and we can see there the data. It's all objects. Now we can see this thing. We can click on response and right click on it, and we can evaluate this in also console. In the console you can evaluate like this. Okay, I know this response contains a list of some a list of arrays or data and something. I know that. So we can evaluate here response like this, respond dot data. Then we can evaluate there is a list of objects in objects. Okay, it's an array. We know that this is array. Okay, on the index number 0 we can get the index number 0 of object. Okay, on the index number 0 object we can get any property of that object too. Here the username, this is username. You can have we can have a phone number. It is a user id. Okay, we can get the also here is the same, like then we can get the name of the user, the name of the user. Okay, and the name, and name is a value of the name. Okay, this is the same thing we can watch here and here. What add the expressions, and the expressions we can add the response here too, and the data here too. Data, if you are evaluating, this is a object. Okay, it returns object, and in the object data contains are in array. So we can also add a second expression too here. Response dot, sorry, response dot data. We can see here this is the same thing like console. Okay, here in the response we can see that this local. In the local we can see these are the local variables. This is object, response, and this, and this and response is also like same thing, but in the response you can there see the data and other things, many things. Okay, this is I think this is so simple for you guys. You can do your own and do more and more practice on this project. On you can make your own project. Thank you guys, and please subscribe at my YouTube channel. And if there is any if do you want any suggestion in this project, or do you want help, you can comment below. And if you want the source code of this project, please comment your email then, so that I can send you the source code of this project too. Thank you, bye bye.